Hey guys, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update on the vanilla stuff. This is one of the females that I hatched out last year. I did a video last night. I'm not very happy with it. I tried an editing software program for the first time. Every video that I've put up has just been raw footage. So I didn't really have too much fun dealing with the editing stuff. But the lighting in this room really does suck. I'm sure you guys have already heard that a million times and seen that with your own eyes. And it's been raining like hell for the last week here where I live, so we haven't really seen the sun too much. But I do promise, as soon as we get a nice sunny day, I will take some of these snakes out into the sun to where their colors will actually stand out and you can actually see the snake and its fullest potential. Let's see if I can do this without knocking the water over. This is the male. Some blushing marks on the side, really bright yellow. Really super nice male. Blushing marks in the head. So yeah, hopefully we can get some good lighting once the new room set up. I plan on having much better lighting than the crappy little fluorescent type bulbs that we've gotten here, which just really suck. So yeah, that's a vanilla there. What is this? This is that's my pin. Why am I on the pin chart? Oh, I'm at the one. There we go. Sorry, got a little confused. I thought I was in the top tray. I guess I wasn't. There's another female there. She isn't as pretty as the second clutch. I had 2 clutches of these last year. 1 clutch of 4 eggs, and then I had another clutch of 3 eggs, which 2 were slugs. So the only one from that female that was this one here. So he's a little bit brighter. I think the mother to this one had a little bit cleaner pattern and stuff too. So, and the mother to the other ones was a darker snake. So this here is a. Sorry, I'm standing on the weight so I can see in this thing. This here's also a male. I may end up selling this male in the future. Not really too sure right now. So he's pretty. These things are really tame. They've been hand raised. This one here. Now she was from the same clutch, but she is nowhere near as bright. She's got the bright marks on her back, but she's almost got like a normal color pattern to her. She is the most normal looking out of the 4. Let's see if I can go back to here. Let's see. God, I hate being short. Look, you can see what I'm seeing here. Then again, the lighting sucks. In the camera that I'm looking at, they almost look identical. But there is a big difference, believe it or not. So yeah, she's getting pretty big. I'm not really sure how much she weighs. I haven't weighed them in a little while. I'd say a couple 100 grams, probably about 500 grams. So we got about another 1,000 grams to go before we'll try to do any breeding with her. Get in there, big girl. So yeah, maybe next year we'll be able to do some breeding with her. Maybe produce a super. I've actually got the 3 top are females. And these second 2 here are males. That actually is a het albino, 50% het xanthic. male that I picked up. This is a mean sucker right here. No matter what you do, he just wants to bite you. I mean, he's just very, very mean. What else do we have? This is my het pied. It's a strong het pied too. Look at the marks. I actually picked this guy up last year from when he was a baby. Oh, come here, buddy. From Tom at Cypress Creek Reptiles. He's got some really nice stuff online if you want to check that website out. This was the female that I picked up from him. We're hoping she's going to breed next year. I think she was at 1,200 grams the other night when I weighed her. She's a little testy too. Het pied female. She got some nice tracks. She's getting big. I got her when she was real little. So I think these are 09s, if I'm not mistaken. The spider female laid eggs the other day. So let me get off of the weights. I'm so short I'm standing on freaking 6 45-pound plates over here. As you see, the spider just kind of lays with her head a little to the right. And she's a pretty big girl. She laid 6 eggs. They're in the incubator now. That spider to the Mojave. Another morph we got here is the pinstripe, which is in blue eye. I picked him up from Tom over at Cypress Creek as well. The spider I picked up from my buddy Chad at Metal Morphs. He'll actually be at the Tampa Reptile Show. He's got some really nice animals. I'll go by and check him out if you come by the show. Pastel female that I picked up from my buddy Chad also, Metal Morphs. Really nice pastel. She's a little testy though. Really gorgeous eyes, but you can only see one. Really bright. And what else we got? We got the Mojave. Shit, spilled in the water. It was also in shed. It was in blue eye. So and that's that male there actually bred the shit out of the spider. So hopefully we'll get a Mojave spider. We have the big albino male that we also picked up from Chad over at Metal Morphs. We actually had a clutch of eggs hatched the other night from him to this girl, which is a 100% het albino female. We ended up with 2 albinos and 5 hets. One of the albinos did not make it. It started coming out of the egg, and then when I come home from work the next day, it had went back into the egg and was completely upside down. And I noticed that there was no movement, and I checked it out, and it apparently it went back in the egg and drowned. This is another het albino female. I bought a trio of females to go with the male. This is a het albino female that I picked up from Tom. Needless to say, a fresh pile of poop, which happens every time you clean a cage. Water dish. We use the Crocs in here. They're really nice. A little expensive unless you order them in bulk. Hopefully we can prove this girl out next year or the year after. What else do we have? Another het albino female. Big girl. This here is normal. Oh wow, she shed. Okay, so this girl here is the female that bred this male here, which produced the vanillas. Now I believe this male had the trait. Oh wow, he's got a little piece of skin stuck on, shed skin on his head. I'll have to get that off. I believe this is the guy that has the vanilla traits. He bred. He's got the weird patterns along the tail, almost like a ringer type pattern. Now he bred her, and we got four 4 eggs which hatched. One of them almost looks normalish, the other 3 are vanilla. And then he also bred this female, which produced my favorite of the 5. Let me see here. Oh, don't bite me, buddy. Alright. So that snake and this snake produced this snake. Oh, easy, big girl. So, not bad there, huh? You can actually see how much brighter this guy is when you put him next to the parents. I mean, it's amazing how the colors on the snake does not stand out until you put them next to a normal one. But yeah, those 2 snakes right there are the parents to the one in the middle. So, this is a big girl here. She is really testy. She's a snapper, I tell you. I've named her Big Bitch. And then she's actually got a lot of the blushing marks as well. There's a little bit of higher yellow color. She's got some of the blushing marks on the back of the head. So does this male. So they may both have a little bit of traits for some vanilla-ish type stuff, where this one here is more darker and extremely more normal looking than the rest. So that may be why the 2 clutches are a little different looking as far as the brightness and the yellows. I do believe that those 3 snakes there were brought in as wild babies from Africa, and he worked with them for a few years. He actually produced his own new line of vanillas, which he calls Thunder and Lightning. I know I mentioned that in my video last night. So the line that I have may not be connected to the line of vanillas that are out there. It may be a little different. So not really too sure. I won't be 100% positive on what we're going to produce until we actually breed them together and produce a super. If we produce a super, then that's going to be super nice. If we just get more, pretty ones, it's obvious that this guy here isn't normal. So, and if you've seen him in person, he just really stands out. But you can see when I put him next to a normal looking snake. And again, once we get a good bright day, I'll put them in the sun and let you guys take a look at them then. What else do we got going on? The milk snake, she did lay eggs. We ended up getting 5 eggs from her, which is cool. That's a step farther for me. I had bred some Honduran milk snakes last year, and the mother ended up, I'm not really sure what happened there. She rolled over on us. It was pretty bad. It's very upsetting when you lose a snake. We never did get any eggs. That was my first attempt to breed Hondurans. And we tried again this year. I actually raised this pair up from babies, which I had purchased from Lee Abbott Okeetees, or Abbott Okeetees. So we actually bred them this year. She was a little smaller than I'd liked her to be, but we did end up getting 5 eggs, which were all slugs. So that project didn't work out too well. What else do we have going on? Let's see, I set the new hatchlings up over here. That was one of the normals from the Mojave clutch. Another normal in here, and the Mojave is up here. We got the little rock hide water dish on Reptibark. There's a heat pad underneath the side of the aquarium. So and that, again, that Mojave bred this female. So she's fresh from laying eggs. She's actually put on some good weight since she's laid eggs. We got 5 eggs from that clutch. Only 3 was good, and they weren't very good looking eggs. They were actually a pretty disappointing looking clutch. But the 3 eggs did hatch. The weight on the babies were a little small. One egg, was probably about the size of a golf ball. And one was decent looking, and then the other one was mid-size between a decent normal looking ball python egg and a golf ball size egg. So we'll get us some video footage up of the albinos that hatched the other night. I'll wait till they shed. They should be shedding in another day or two. We've had some geckos hatch. So it's getting to be that part of the season where everything's going to start hatching. On